For every trade that happens, there are another 10 that don't. Enterprising general managers are on the phone with other GMs all the time, and they will propose the most preposterous deals just to see where teams are with even their best players. Most of these out-of-the-park ideas have no chance of happening, but even the weirdest deals have the potential for both teams involved if the conditions are right. On that note, here are 5 NFL trades that should happen in 2021. At number 5, Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos. The Emerald City would never forgive the Seahawks if this happened, but the thought of Wilson languishing with a team that has fallen into disrepair isn't much more pleasant. Seattle was 2-3 in the games that Wilson started this season before he suffered a finger injury, and the team's performance with Geno Smith at quarterback shows that there is no room for error whatsoever. So, let's give Wilson a team with a slightly better receiving core, offensive line, running back situation, and defense. The Seahawks are no longer in a situation where Wilson can save them from their own inefficiencies, and while this seems like sending bad money after bad, the Seahawks would have a serious do-over opportunity with a quarterback who has expressed his displeasure with the way things are going in no uncertain terms over the last calendar year. Fuller, who's a good zone cornerback on the outs in Denver's defense, would add some playmaking ability to a secondary in desperate need of it. The Broncos would have to do some cap wrestling to fit Wilson's contract, but the Fuller trade would help, and this is what you have salary cap people on your payroll for in the first place. At number 4, Xavien Howard to the Chiefs. Since running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire has jersey number 25 for the Chiefs, we can go with Howard's number 4 at Baylor, with the truism that cornerbacks always look cooler in single-digit jerseys. What we do know is that the Chiefs have an overall defensive problem, and that cornerbacks are a big part of it. Howard has struggled in coverage comparatively to his 2020 season, when he became the first defensive player with double-digit interceptions since Antonio Cromartie had 10 for the Chargers in 2007. But he's still a very good cornerback, especially in the aggressive coverage concepts the Chiefs prefer, and have not been great at this season. Sitting at 1-7 after their Sunday loss to the Bills, the Dolphins should be assessing every position and looking to the future, because the future is not now. At number 3, Fletcher Cox to the Cardinals. The Cardinals were a legit 7-0 before they welcomed the Packers to the Valley of the Sun, and while their great pass defense did a nice job of keeping Aaron Rodgers in check, the loss of J.J. Watt to a shoulder injury, a loss that could be season-ending, will be a problem for a team with real Super Bowl aspirations. The Cardinals will need reinforcements in both the interior run defense and the interior pass rush without Watt, and Philadelphia's Fletcher Cox has not been happy of late. The veteran has expressed his displeasure about where he's deployed from snap to snap and how he's asked to cover screens when he'd rather be rushing the passer. Cox isn't the player that he once was, but he'd help keep the Cardinals on their potential Super Bowl track. As for the Eagles, it's not as if they're a playoff team anyway, and the Cox trade could offload some financial responsibility and add to their considerable 2022 draft haul. At number 2, Allen Robinson to the Saints. The Saints receiver room has not been a productive one this season, and that looks to be more true after Jameis Winston suffered what could be a season-ending ACL injury. So, whether the quarterback of the near future is Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill, or a free agent addition like Cam Newton, now would be the time to give the Saints some receiver help. Robinson has been the main player in a quarterback curse that goes back to his days at Penn State, and continues through the massively talented but horrifically mismanaged Justin Fields. While a trade to the Saints as they currently stand wouldn't solve that history, it would give Sean Payton a cool new toy in his passing game. At number 1, Jonathan Allen to the Chargers. If there's one thing that could upend the Chargers' playoff chances in 2020, it's a run defense that ranked dead last in DVOA against the run before their 27-24 Week 8 loss to the Patriots, a game in which New England ran the ball 39 times for 141 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Washington stands at 2-6, and their defense is horrible all around, despite a front four that has 4 first-round draft picks, who might be the most talented of them all. All 4 of these players are wasted in Jack Del Rio's defense, and Allen would be a massive upgrade to what the Chargers have inside the ends. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Upper Echelon Sports, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.